So I collaborated with DIY Watch Club again, and this time I opted for the 40mm vintage diver with the 2 straps. I also upgraded to the Pro tool set since I already had the basic tool set in my previous DIY Watch Club video. Plus, I really wanted to experience their upgrades with this new Pro Tool kit. You get a few more tools that make it a little easier to assemble your watch, along with some nice premium upgrades. The stem removal tool makes this step a heck of a lot easier and minimizes the chance of damaging the movement on the back and the hands on the front of the dial. And what caught my eye the most is the new screwdriver set with the interchangeable tips and ball bearing mechanism. If you're familiar with my previous DIY Watch Club video, I went for the 40mm Big Pilot, and that was a fun experience, but my heart was always set in the dive watch category. So when DIY Watch Club reached out to me, it was a no-brainer to pick a dive watch for my next build. Let me start off first with the Pro tool set. You get a set of hand setting tools with different sized openings, 2 sets of hand removing tools. The larger one is for larger hands, which doubles as a prying lever, so you can use this to pry off a bezel or a case back. And the smaller one is for chronographs or watches that have small seconds. Then you have the screwdriver set with the interchangeable tips. The action, I must say, is really smooth with these ball bearings. You also get a couple of tweezers, this foam disc which helps with stem removal, a dust blower, a loop, a spring bar removal tool with screw-in caps on both ends. This was a good idea in case you want to carry it with you and change straps as you go. Underneath it, you also get some basics, like a case back knife, bracelet adjustment pin removal tool, 2-pin case back removal tool, finger cots, dial protection sheet, cleaning cloth, Rodico, movement holder, and this gel watch case cushion that's supposed to help prevent scratches as you work on your watch. Now this was a separate add-on, and it's their second-hand setting tool, which I'm glad they included. I had no issues with installing the second hand in the Big Pilot build, but it did give me a hard time trying to get it on the post. Hopefully this tool will make things a lot easier. So you may not use all of these items when you're working on a single watch kit, but I guarantee you that you will use them throughout your watch modding journey. It's always good to have tools laying around the house. Just like an auto mechanic, there will come a time that you'll need a specific tool for a job, and hopefully you'll have that tool in your toolbox and it'll save the day. Okay, moving on to the main event, and it is the watch itself. We've got the 40mm vintage diver case with the exhibition case back, the 60-click unidirectional bezel, 3 different bezel inserts in black, blue, and green, the dial. Oh, and I didn't know this, but they give you 2 extra bezels, 2 sets of hands, the minute, hour, and seconds, and the SEIKO NH38 movement. This is a time-only movement, so there won't be a ghost position, meaning you just pull the crown out once and you'll be in the time setting position. Some watches will have a ghost position, which means the company is using a movement that has a date function, such as the NH38, but they just stick the movement in a time-only dial. So in order to set the time, you have to pull the crown out twice. But I'm glad DIY Watch Club gives us the option of a true time-only movement. And lastly, it comes with these 3 straps, a rubber, nylon fabric, and a vintage leather. So here's the final product, a very good looking vintage inspired dive watch, and I love that they didn't go with ceramic for their bezel inserts. The faux patina along with a flat black dial and the aluminum insert really gives it a nice warmth you would expect in a vintage watch. The crystal also has a good amount of distortion along the edges. I like all three colors of their inserts, blue being my favorite, then black, and finally the green. There is a red insert on the website as well, but these three were my favorite. It's also really mod friendly and easy to swap out the bezels if you're looking for a change. Just use their prying tool, hold the case like so, insert the tool with the curved tip facing down into the notch at the 6 o'clock side. And with a bit of force into the case, simultaneously angle the tool to pop it open. Then you take the bezel you want and it just snaps into place. The 60-click unidirectional bezel is standard and has a pleasant ratcheting sound to it. Here's how it looks on the vintage leather, the nylon fabric, the rubber strap, and finally the bracelet. I think it looks best on the bracelet. What do you guys think? And if I ever get bored after a while, I can easily switch it out to the other straps using their quick release spring bars. Overall, I'm really impressed with how DIY Watch Club prepares you for this watchmaking experience. They really put some thought into making it as user-friendly as possible, and it really makes you appreciate watchmaking on a whole other level. This build was more fun and more satisfying than the Big Pilot because I got to play with the different types of bezel colors and the bezel action. Plus, the 40mm size is a lot more suitable on my wrist than the Big Pilot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching me build this watch. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Until next time, take care everyone.